is alive
Oh,
too.
with that. And then Replays. Replays, very talented OBJ player, played most of Advanced Warfare with Denial. Won COD champs this year. Look for him to do a lot of the OBJ work for this NA team.
All right, so that's your North American powerhouse. Let's take a look then on the European side of things. Who do we have to battle these guys?
Look for Jerd. Jerd's going to be huge for Team EU if they're going to win this matchup. Some of the best movement in all of Call of Duty. Going to be looking to see how he uses that new momentum-based movement system to his advantage. Then Broken,
this is
one
a
of the
title,
best
right?
ARs in the world. Very talented player coming out of France. Hometown favorite.
And then we have Gun Elite from Denmark and Power as well, then coming in from Italy. A lot of talent to send up. With this roster, we weren't really sure if they'd be able to hang with the North American side coming in, but we've seen some epic battles going on so far.
We've been watching them play over the last 2-3 days, and they've been putting up a pretty good fight. Look for Team EU and Uplink. They've been looking great.
No, I could not agree more. I expect this to be a fantastic series. We're going to have 5 matches here over the course of the evening. The first one is going to be Metro Uplink. We'll give you a fly through here as you can see this new Metro map. Looks absolutely phenomenal, but first let's touch a little bit on Uplink. You know, it blew the doors open last year. It was one of the most fun games to watch. Jay, you know, from your perspective working with Treyarch, how excited are you to have Uplink in this next title?
You know, we saw last year how well it did on the competitive scene. So again, bringing it back, you know, adding some more modes, etc., is really great for the scene.
Huge fan of Uplink. It's great for viewers to watch all year. Really excited to have it back. Jay, one question I have for you. You guys did first public beta since World at War this year.
Yes, we did.
How much information did you gain from that? How much has it helped you guys?
You know, it was really valuable for us. Obviously, working 3 years on a title like this, getting the MP and all the new systems that we've done, to get it into the players' hands and really get that information back from them, the feedback on what they liked, what they didn't like. And then obviously for us, you know, from a system side, knowing what was working and what's not. So we're ready for launch on November 6th.
Yeah, it's amazing to see, especially, you know, you had that blog that came out pretty much right after the beta, just saying, you know, hey, it was from Vaughn saying, hey, this is the stuff we've worked on, this is the stuff we've fixed. You could tell they were really listening to, you know, the casual fans, really listening to the competitive fans, trying to tweak stuff as much as they could to make it as competitive as possible. And it's really great to see that already. But you'll see now, we are going to be hopping into the Ban Protect phase here, this new staple, what's going to become a staple in competitive Call of Duty. Jay, how much do you love this? What do you think it's really going to bring to this game?
You know, I think that it's going to give the players the opportunity of this meta game, right? There's a lot of bit of strategy that's going to be going on. So I think you'll find that depending upon the different OBJ players or what their specialties are going to be, they're going to actually focus on, you know, what ability am I going to use or what weapon am I going to use?
And just here this week, watching these two teams go at it, we sat here, we've done a lot of rehearsals. We've watched, the Ban and Protect phase a lot, and it's been different every time.
Every time.
One player go big with a different specialist or a certain type of gun, and then it's gone the next game. They got to adjust. It's great to see.
Yeah, again, really being that whole idea of that strategy element. So it's not just about, oh, there's a particular weapon that you're going to use. Really mixing it up, and I think it's going to be great for the fans to be able to watch the players, what they're picking, what they're not picking.
Well, that's what's been amazing too. Is again, I thought it'd be more focused on score streaks, perks, stuff like that, but it's really focused so far on guns. That's what we've kind of seen the first go-to for Protects, the first go-to for bans, is how is that going to develop over the course. When you have this full season coming up and all of these months and games, these players will be battling against each other, just watching it develop, watch the players develop. I mean, just from a strategy thing, we've talked about the fact how, I don't always like, sometimes these Call of Duty professional players like to stream their live scrims because there's so much stuff that you can give away when you're live, showing what your strategies are. I mean, Matt, how much more important do you think it's going to be now with this? It's going to be so much more
huge
strategy to it.
And I think right now you're seeing a lot of people, ban a lot of the guns. And then once everybody plays with a lot of the different guns, gets good with them, then it might change to people
You know, it's like watching basketball or watching soccer. You know, you get it, you have this drone, you have offense, defense, you got to push it forward to the goal, and it's so fun to watch. It provides such a great viewing experience.
Yeah, and you see Broken with that AR was trying to set up for drone control, but it's going to be Sharp on your screen. He's going to be taken out. You see the kill feed. It's going to go towards the EU All-Stars. So, like we were talking about before, they've been winning these Uplink games. As we were watching them warm up, we're going to see if they're able to take this one.
Well, we have them pushing forward. You can see here with that X-ray vision, he's going to get pushed, end up dropping. It's going to be 2 down right now for the side of the European All-Stars. Jerd, though, able to pick up 1. Teammate coming off of spawn. You'll see the drone got pushed forward pretty far into the side of the North American base, but they are now going to try and look forward, and you see Sharp here hopping in the water, trying to get his eagle on. Shot's not close.
But that's awesome. You're able to just hide in the water, jump out, just creates a new route for players to take here in Black Ops 3.
All right, switching over to Jerd. You'll see he actually has his overdrive ready. He was the player that did it opposite replays on the North American side. Now the question is, can they get it past him? Can he get the drone in his side? Or they
He's
just
been
try
going
to
for
forward?
this Pharaoh. It's a SMG, but it's a burst SMG. He's been loving it all weekend long. Be interesting to see how he does with it in this matchup, or if he starts to go off with it if it gets banned in game number 2.
Well, still going to switch back. It looks like Jerd actually activated his overdrive, but he was taken out, not able to get forward, put any points on the board. Still going to be 0-0 is your score. There's the rejack. Jerd's not falling for it, able to pick up the kill. And again, no one able to get on the board yet. Who's going to be
You would have liked to see Krim probably save that for an opportune time, right? In case Team EU gets the drone towards the base and you see replays with that overdrive, he's going to try and get as close as he can. He's got 1 player to beat. He's going to try and go right over the top of him.
And it works.
He gets by, tries to turn around and melee him with the drone. Not able to put it in for any points for Team NA.
Well, that's a big part of this because you want to take a look. It's kind of at that range. You know, when you have overdrive in your back pocket, you want to make sure you're at least at a distance where you're going to be able to get to the goal, right? As we see an attempted jump through there, but he's going to get taken out on the wall. But it looks like both Jerd and Replays activated a little bit early. I mean, Replays, I don't think was going to have the juice to get there, regardless of the fact that he tried to take that melee.
Well, when players use these specialist abilities are huge, because let's say, Broken, he saves this, and there's a big push by Team NA. He's able to use that Annihilator pistol, win 1 or 2 gunfights. That changes the course of the game.
Well, you'll see the push forward now coming forward the side of Europe. They're trying to get the attack on. Now you see the Annihilator going to be up there for study as he drops. Sharp struggling a little bit. He's at 4-11, trying to play defense. He's able to kill the drone carrier, toss that forward, and he should have seen that second player in the back. His teammate actually able to clean that up. That's going to be Krim 6. Let's switch over to Krim. He's 10-10 right now, and you can see they're not running away with it. This has been a tight game, but really the
Gun Elite
15-6.
I was just going to say, Gun Elite with the Razorback, one of the most favorite guns from the beta. He's definitely causing chaos in Team NA spawn. He's going to run around, kill Sharp, not able to pick up the second one, but maybe no score on the board yet thus far. Very close game. I don't think a lot of people at home probably expected this.
Well, a big part of this is, too, it's the first time a lot of these guys have spent much time with the map, and these aren't, again, it's an all-star roster. It's not a team. These aren't guys that play together all the time, and when you talk about, what game types take the most teamwork, I think you could argue that Uplink is certainly one of the ones that requires more.
And you see Broken just pushing this Team NA spawn, just taking people out with the AR. That's 3 kills for him, and now they're going to try and push this drone forward. Might be Team EU with a point here first. He shuts down an Annihilator. They're going to put it in for 2. Fantastic score right there by Team EU. It's going to be Power putting it in. He's got that War Machine out. Going to try and kill the player with the drone for NA. That's going to be Replays.
And not able to get forward anymore, but that was all set up by Broken. I wanted to stay with him because he was the one that really was picking up all those kills, allowed his teammate to get forward and put it through. They are going to have the 2-0 lead. Can they hang on over the final 10 seconds? It looks like he's wisely just going to play with this in the back of the map, toss it off if he needs to. Nothing to worry about. We see some 360s coming out as he's going to toss it out, but it will be a 2-0 round win here.
Gun Elite in that first half, Maven. He went huge. I believe he finishes that one 20-7. Just a dominating performance here in the first half.
Completely crushing and
shut down Team NA.
Totally did, and that's what we saw. I mean, really, the closest games we've watched a bit of S&D, but mostly they've been playing Hardpoint and Uplink for the large majority of it. Was really just Krim getting forward, crushing them in the hardpoints. He was putting up massive numbers. He didn't go off at all. In this
time it was Broken. You saw Broken really lead the charge there for Team EU. Jumping in here, second half.
All right, let's get going on the second side. It's going to be a 2-0 advantage for the European roster. Can they keep it going here? Who do you want to get eyes on with?
Let's say on with Power. He's a player out of Italy, probably one of the most known players outside of, Kolga and Donnie as well from Italy. Very talented player. You see Jerd using this movement to his advantage, going around the outside, not able to pick up replays. And you just see what the movement and just the different areas you're able to go on the map is going to change the game.
Well, it is going to fall to replays here. Again, he is rocking overdrive, but doesn't have it ready yet. He's going to be coming behind. He's got Sharp and Study to lead the way. They're going to pick up a couple of kills here. Can they get forward, try to get a score through? Nice patience here, and there it is. He's able to activate the overdrive. Does he jump over? Is he able to get it through? And there's the dunk side game.
It does not repeat a TP from GameStop.
That's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah.
I was like, he's going to fly straight over this thing.
Perfect timing right there by replays to use overdrive. Able to put it in for 2 to tie up the score.
All right, I'm going to go back to Krim. He's starting to get rolling right now. Every player just a moment ago was negative for the side of the North American All-Stars, but Krim finally starting to get something going. A minute into this second side.
You know what I love, maybe we haven't even touched on yet? Every time we cycle to a player, they're all using different guns. You're seeing great gun variety. Nobody using really, there's not one gun that everybody's going to. Everybody has a favorite gun.
And that's what I think we're going to see develop here, just because of the bans and protects, as they're going to get a one-point toss here, going to be able to take the one-point advantage. But you're going to see a lot more diversity in this one.
Yeah, you're going to see more players use different guns as things get banned. You see Power pushing up with that single-shot assault rifle, see if he can get something going. And let's see, Sharp, he's going to be playing here by the trains. He's going to try and wait for this drone to come towards the middle of the map. Sharp's going to pick up one. Now look to his right. Not going to spot another. He's got to get near his teammates.
All right, Sharp, though, able to clean up one. He's got another to his right. You can see him there with the X-ray vision, pushing to his right. They're still trailing by one. He turns behind, tries to pick up two, but he is going to drop back over to the side of Krim. Still trailing, and you see the pressure now coming from the European side. We'll see as they try to get forward. It's going to be Gunelite pushing the right side. The drone's trying to go right up the middle, and can they get it through? Good defensive stand, but there's still a couple players there. He's able to pick up two, but I think he got the toss out just before he's able to get it.
They didn't actually get the drone out of the map. I thought Gunelite was going to be able to make a big play there.
Yeah, that would have been wild. Able to pick up two and put through points, but not able to get it done. Comes up a little bit short. Back on with replays here, and you'll see he does have his overdrive, but they've got to rotate back here for defenses. They're getting pushed on. There's one, goes up above, able to take him out, but the toss still goes through. In. So replay's not able to come up big there on the defensive end.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be Team EU up 2 points right now. It's just crazy. A very nice job of just pushing up the map, getting to the other team's base, and just locking down those spawns. Same with Broken as well. Both players doing a great job with the AR, really putting pressure on Team NA.
All right, one down right now. It's going to be Power. Under 2 minutes left to go here. They still have the advantage. You'll see drone control coming in right now for the side of the North American All-Stars. Replays picks up one before he is going to fall. Krim still pushing here. 2-point advantage right now, and you'll see Europe starting to get forward.
Yeah, and they're going to push this drone straight towards Team NA's base. It's going to be Sharp picking up one. Going to have the drone go in for two. As you see Jerd pick up 2 big kills in Team NA's base, and Team EU dominating Uplink thus far.
Yeah, and that's what we've been seeing going on throughout. That's what we've seen pretty much throughout the course of this one. We saw them play all day yesterday. It was really, pretty 50-50, but really good job by the European team, able to really pull out quite a few victories, which we didn't expect. You see Jerd right now on a 4 streak, hopping on with him before he's going to fall. We've got 60 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like this one is definitely going to go
I don't know if Team A can pull this comeback right here. It looks like the drone was being pushed up the map. It's going to get taken out, and you're going to have Study pick up one with the Annihilator pistol in the kill feed. You see Krim trying to set up mid-map. They got to get something going here quick, though, Maven. Team EU is playing this perfectly, just setting up around the drone, not letting Team NA get control of it, and that's going to be 3 dead for Team NA. Last one up, Sharp. Does not look like he's going to have enough time here.
All right, Power's going to be man in the back. He's got the War Machine. There comes the shot. Able to get one, able to get two right before he falls. The pressure's still coming in. Jerd dancing, able to get a melee, but he is going to drop here. The game all but over. There's 25 seconds on the clock with a 4-point advantage. There's nothing they can do.
No, there's nothing they can do. I mean, like you just said, replays 17 and 23, Sharp 18 and 27. Needed them to step up a little bit more. Krim goes 30 and 26, but just a great overall team effort from Team EU.
All right, and that is going to be game one. It's a show match. Really it's just bragging rights on the line right now, but you're feeling pretty good if you're a European fan, right?
To. I mean, Team EU comes out here and they take this first uplink. Like we were talking about, pregame, they've been winning these uplinks, and we've been watching these 2 groups of players play. Yeah. And, I mean, right there, they take it to them in a real match.
Incredible stuff there. Great job by the European All-Stars. But as we move forward, basically, we're going to be bringing you information about the future of Call of Duty, also recapping some stuff from GameSpawn. GameSpawn, we had the Friday night stuff as well. But going forward, the newest thing that was announced